Hi, Ellie. How are you doing?
Hey girl, for the first time in what feels like fucking forever. Why did I swear already? Everyone keeps picking me up on my swearing. We're recording on a weekend, so I am feeling fantastic. How are you, my darling?
I'm good. I'm good. I would have liked to lie in this morning, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
okay.
No, I hear it. I actually hear it. I weekends just go like that. Like it's already Saturday, 10:30. I'm like,
I'm pissed.
I want to be in my era, yeah, where I'm waking up at 5 consistently because I just feel like the days are longer.
Yes, but then, because this is what I did in Brazil, because I had
Mhm.
to. But then, like, you're waking up mad early, but then you're really tired. I was just really tired all the time. Were you
Yeah, but I would.
energized?
Yeah, I was. I felt great, but I was going to bed at 9 when I was in my 5 a.m. era.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not a late night kind of girl. Um, so should we do our quick update about a week? I'm looking at myself. Yeah, if anyone's watching this on YouTube, I look really weird. Like my lips actually look weird because
Tell them why.
I've just tried to cover them with like some brown lipstick and to hide the bruising. But I had my lips done again, and they look really weird. Like they're blending into my skin. My top lip looks non-existent. Very strange. Yeah, I have my lips done again for the third time. Girl, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about them. Like, obviously, it was only yesterday, so they need to settle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
How
I went
comes?
to this
Like,
girl. This girl does Russian lips, yeah.
I don't even know
And
what
her
that is.
Insta, it's like they're more defined. So like a typical, in my understanding, a typical like lip filler is like quite ducky, like a big pout, which I feel like is what I've got. But then again, I only done yesterday, so it needs to settle.
Mm.
Whereas Russian is like quite flat and quite defined around like your cupid's bow, blah blah. It's basically just a technique.
Okay.
And I wanted them really flat, and I just feel like they're not. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm not used to doing such small lips. I was thinking,
Not you catching strays at your lip
first of
filler
all, not
appointment.
helpful because now I'm not confident in your abilities.
Yeah.
Secondly, like, yeah, she said two things. She was also like, when she was inserting, because they make your cupid's bow really defined, and now I'm focusing on it. She was like, you have such a small gap between like your lip versus your skin. So like they insert it along the lip line, and because my lips were quite flat anyway. So now I'm like, oh my god, now I feel like I've got migration and it's in my skin, and that's why it's looking weird. Like she's caused me stress. Don't tell me this shit.
I'm sorry, but it's her job to make your lips more defined and more plump, right? So why is she saying your
Same.
lips are too small? Like, no lip should be too small for lip filler.
Yeah. Like, if I'm being real, I just don't think she's used to doing white people.
Wait, how did you come to go into her? Like, how did you find out about her?
So Billy's brother's girlfriend used her, but his girlfriend has had lip fillers her whole life. Like her lips are big. For a white girl, her lips are big.
Okay.
And this girl, so obviously, like the more you have it, the more your lips can take because you build filler.
Like stretches out your skin or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm understanding from it because her lips are actually big. And the girl dissolved. She found her on TikTok because the girl basically blew, and the girl dissolved them for her and then put them back in, and her lips look fantastic. So I was like, oh, I'll go to her. And then when she started talking, I was like, shit, maybe I should have gone to someone who's used to doing small lips.
Well, it's been done and done, so
Yeah.
that's how you spent your Friday work day.
Don't even, guys. I started at 8 a.m. Yeah, because I had an inspection that I needed to do, and I was like, oh mate, rather than going after work, I'm just gonna blend this in with my inspection and then come back home and do it. So I started my inspection at 8 a.m. So it's not like I'm not slacking, guys. I'm not a slacker. I work hard. I did my inspection at 8 a.m. and then went to the lip appointment. She was half an hour late. Half
Sorry,
an
this
hour
woman is
late.
so unprofessional, Ellie.
Sis, yeah, I definitely wouldn't go back to her. Like, not gonna name her, but I would not go back. Yeah, she was half an hour late, and then she didn't really tell me about any of the side effects. She didn't even give me like a document about aftercare or anything. I think maybe because I've had them done before, she just assumed. But still, professionally, you should give all that stuff.
Yes, definitely.
Luckily, I know myself, but yeah, there was that. And then my manager decided to put a meeting in with a really important, like, fussy client at 3 p.m. Bear in mind, you can see the bruises on my lips. Well, you can't,
No.
slightly, because I've covered them. I was, like, stressing, like, shit. Mate, busy day, busy week, but feeling good because I've been productive. Oh, sis, we were talking about this, weren't we? Do you know, I was just like, I've not been productive lately. I'm not feeling good. I had a productive week. Like, I'm feeling good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good. That is very good.
Yeah. Like, how about you? Oh, wait. I have an update for you on the Leeds girl.
Oh yes. Okay, guys. Remember the girl that Ellie went to her house? No, not to her house.
We
But
all
you
went to
went on a
Leeds
weekend
together.
away. Yeah, went on a weekend away. She got with some guy. She went missing for like 12 hours, lost her phone.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
Crazy. Anyways, turns out this is not through the horse's mouth. Is that the saying? This is through the friend that I know her through. That night when they went back together, girl, it sounds so unreal. Like, if I wasn't there and I didn't know this happened, I'd be like, yeah, bullshit. They got McDonald's together after she lost her phone and went back to his house, and then gave it out, like, got loads of McDonald's and handed it out to people on the street, homeless people.
What? Okay.
Girl, random but humble, like,
Yeah.
wholesome, very wholesome. I always mix up those words. And then she went back this weekend to see him.
No way. Are they like dating now?
Yeah, she went back. She took the phone back. And yeah, how crazy.
Oh my god.
Imagine that. I mean, I doubt it will last, if I'm being real, but imagine that being the story you tell your kids at your wedding. How did you and mummy meet?
Yeah, mad.
Crazy.
Absolutely mad.
Yeah, but it has been a week.
Tell me about your week, darling.
Sis, we actually haven't recorded in like 2 weeks because we did the other one early. So a lot has happened. A bitch has just been working. I had my first like proper client event, which was really fun. We went mini golf.
Oh,
it was so
I hate
good.
mini
Yeah.
golf, man.
Oh, I love mini golf. Are you joking?
I hate mini golf. I hate bowling. Like I hate these like activity things.
Oh, you're criminal.
Oh, I just find it so boring.
Can we stay friends? What? How can you
Hate it.
I am such an activities babe. Like,
No.
you take me Toca Social, you take me Flight Club, Fair Game, bowling, mini golf. Oh my god, that is like my perfect first date.
And for most people,
it was a work event. But
for most people, it is. I don't fuck with it at all. I don't know why, because I'm like, I like doing. I don't know. I don't like it. Find it boring.
Pause my story. What's your perfect first date?
Honestly, like, just to get to know the person, like going to a coffee shop and having like some coffee is fine, because then I can get to know you. I'm not drunk. It's fine.
This is what happens when you actually have a personality. You can do dates like that. But me personally, yeah, the personality is not carrying, so I need an activity.
Okay.
That's cute though. No, a coffee shop date is really cute. Obviously, I never really dated. Like, when I was younger, I did a few dates, but I was like 16, so we weren't going to get coffee. Whereas now, if I was to enter the single world again, a coffee date actually sounds really cute for a first date, and then I would.
It's good to get to know each other, and then after, like, let's level up. Once we know that we like each other, we'll level up the dates to do something more exciting. But
100%. Okay, yeah, I hear that. But then with your man, what is your perfect first date? Like, with someone you've been with long term. Like, if I was to go out with Billy next week, what date would you plan?
Like, I don't mind activities like a paint and sip, or like a pottery. Ooh. Like what we did, like the pottery thing, that was fun. A cheeky vineyard. Basically, all the dates we've been on.
Oh, okay, I picked well then.
Yes.
She got me nervous. I'm like, we've been doing all these activities together. No, yeah. Okay, cool. I hear it. Sorry, yeah. So I went on that. Sis, we got a little bit tipsy. Me, my manager, and my colleague all spent £100 on fucking raffle tickets.
For what?
For their charity thing, because I wanted to win a Selfridges voucher.
Man, fuck that charity.
There was like loads of different things you could win, and one of them was a Selfridges voucher. I really wanted it. I didn't win it. Guess what I won?
What?
Me being me, guess what I won?
Alcohol.
Yes. A 6-box of martini.
Oh.
Girl, I'm not a martini drinker, but I was starving. You know me, I'm a food kind of girl. Yeah. So after the event, it's like maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock. It was a Tuesday, so it weren't like, I didn't finish mad late. Everyone started like going home. And I said to my manager, I said, I'm really hungry. Can we go get food? And he was like, okay, let's go get food. So there was like the 4 of us from my company that went. And now we're hunting West London, not West London, like Oxford Street kind of area, West End, for food. Everywhere's shut. I was like, I'm not walking to Soho. We ended up in the bottom of a casino eating some dirty Chinese.
Oh,
that was
no.
like, the lobster tasted like it had been frozen, defrosted. It was
Oh,
bad. The egg fried rice was
disgusting.
good though. I enjoyed that. But to get into the casino, you weren't allowed to take alcohol.
Oh.
So my manager gifted the 6 bottle of martini to a homeless man.
So you spent, sorry, let's rewind. You spent £100 to win the martini, though that was not your intention. And then you gave it away.
Yeah.
For free.
He was so happy. I'm just going to powder my face if anyone's watching because it's really oily. Yeah, we gave it away for free. But he was really happy. So I felt like I was
You were feeling charitable that day.
Like, I had a really big impact that day. Go me.
I hope you get some good karma your way now.
Yeah, but that's what my week's been looking like. Then the new grad started, went out for drinks. The grad in my team is lovely.
Oh, good.
So nice. Yeah, I won't ramble on. But that was me. It's been good, man. How have you been, my dear?
Oh, so on Thursday, I got a basically the director of our board of our company, she lives round the corner from our new office.
Oh,
and
lovely.
because this week's been really sunny in it, so she had, all we knew is that she has a rooftop, and she was like, oh, like come over for some after work drinks, like finish work at 5 and come over. And like, yeah,
I love
not just
that.
me, not just me,
No,
me
yeah,
and
yeah,
my
yeah.
colleagues. Yeah,
That's so nice.
so we walked over. Bearing in mind, my office is like near Liverpool Street, so we're in central London. So I'm like already excited to see this.
Girl,
yard.
are you sure this charity sector is not for you? She seems to be doing all right.
Well, she's on the board, darling. She's on 5 boards.
Oh, well,
This is one of the boards she's on. So, anyways, she welcomes us in. Like, we get in the lift. I'm like, I'm so excited. The lift opens into her yard, as in she lives on the penthouse suite.
Wow.
It opens. I walk out. I'm like, wow. And it's like everything, like it's all covered. Like all the sides are glass, tall glass. There's a floating fireplace in the middle. Fuck off sofa. Fuck off TV.
Shit.
Fuck off table. Fuck off rug. Like,
do you know what it's giving? Have you watched
future.
Incredibles 2? Oh, amen. Have you watched Incredibles 2 where they moved to the big house and the floating fireplace with the massive...
Yes. Literally.
That's what I'm picturing.
It was given that. It was given that. Then we go into her kitchen, glass, like overlooking fucking. I don't know if you saw my story with the gherkin and the sun was setting.
No, maybe.
You never watch my stories.
I'm sorry. This week, in my defense, I have not been on my phone. Like, sis, I was working.
No, that's good. That's good. Well done.
First.
But yeah, that was the views from her kitchen. You can see like Canary Wharf. Anyways,
that
she
must
sees
cost
like
millions.
Oh, I didn't even ask, obviously, because that's Povo questions.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh, let's go upstairs to the roof. I'm thinking, what's at the roof? So we go up the next floor. All I see is like, we're just going up this spirally staircase. So I'm just seeing glimpses of her yard. I see this fuck off walk-in wardrobe. Like, it looks insane. Like, to die for. We keep going up. And she's literally got a rooftop, like, which overlooks the Shard. Like, one side is the Shard, one side is Canary Wharf, the other side is, like, the whole of London. She's got this beautiful view of London. We sit down on these plush sofas. Well, I'm like, what? Everyone is, like, gagged. Everyone is gagged. And anyway, she puts, like, all these dips on the table and, like, drinks and stuff. So I go in, dip my hummus. As it's traveling back to my mouth, it spills on her grass, and my manager
on the
literally
grass is fine.
No, but it's fake grass, so it's like it's rooftop grass, isn't it? So I felt bad. I was like, oh my gosh. And my manager looks at me and she starts laughing. And then this other woman next to me, she was like, "It's fine, I'm a mum, I always have something on me." So she like cleaned out for me.
Oh,
And then I
bless
did it
her.
again later. And I was like, "What's wrong with me?"
That is
But
hilarious.
it was really good. And I was just basically asking her like how she got on boards, because she's on 5 different boards. And she basically said, so she worked her way up. She used to work for a bank. She worked her way up and was like, became really senior and important. And then she was like, once you have that experience, like people just want you on their boards to give your intelligence. And guys, sitting on a board, yeah, the contract, she was telling me, it's usually like between 20 to 50 days a year that you have to commit to this company, which turns out to be like once a week, basically, like one day a
Yeah.
week, where you have to give your attention and like sort things out, blah, blah. She was like, but you get a hefty salary from it. And it just sounds like the best thing in the world. So she sits on 5 different boards. She's obviously money Mitch. And I was just like, I literally was so inspired, because I was like, it's obviously you have these dreams and stuff, but
Mhm.
like actually stepping in a physical environment which has that is
Yeah.
like, it just helps with the visualization so much. And like, she's just also, if you met her, you would never think that's where she lives. Like, she's very like, she dresses very casual, like very normal. And I was just like, wow. Anyways, her husband comes up, and he's like, "You enjoying how the other half live?" And I was like,
Excuse you?
I was like, mm-hmm. Do you know what? Because it's like, it's funny if we say it, but it's not funny if you say it at the top. Like, you can't laugh at
No.
us. We can laugh at each other, but you can't laugh at us. So
That
I
is
was just like,
so rude.
yeah, I was just like, He made some like really questionable comments. Like, I was like, lockdown must have been so nice here because you have all this space. And she was like, yeah, we just look down at the poor people struggling. And I was like, he's obviously joking, but like, it's not funny
Yeah.
when it comes from a rich person's mouth. It just sounds problematic.
That
But
is damn.
yeah, it was really good. And then after I went on a date, which was nice,
Oh wow, all in the same evening.
all in the same evening, all in the 24 hours.
A bitch is busy. Damn.
Duality. No, it was really nice. Like, nothing. It's funny because I told my friend I was going on a date, and the next day she was like, "You haven't sent me a voice note, so it probably went well because nothing crazy and scandalous happened for you to like voice note me." But yeah, it was fine. Like, nothing to report. I'll see him again.
Oh, that's really positive.
Yeah,
I love that. Do we get
but
like a
like,
little, where's he from? What's he like? What was the first day?
he's Italian.
Cheeky, fully Italian.
Yeah.
Born and
When I
raised?
say, yeah, born and raised in Italy.
Wow.
When I say these Italian men are raised so well, like they're just so like gentlemanly and like, I don't know, it's like very different from other men that I've dated, from what I've seen, and I'm stereotyping. But yeah, he's born and raised in Italy. He's been living here for like 8 years or whatever. He has a degree in economics, but
Lovely.
9 to 5 is not for him. He can't sit down at a desk all day. So he works at like, yeah, he's not my husband in it. Let's be clear.
Oh, fair.
Like, he works in hospitality,
Okay.
which is fine, but it's just not what my husband does, but that's fine.
Yeah, I hear it. It's good
But yeah,
starting point though. You learn a lot in hospitality.
yeah, it's true. Well,
Yeah.
he's a lot older, but he's like gonna go to Southeast Asia in January and like go traveling for a bit. Like, he's very like live, love, laugh, and I'm obviously not. Like, I'm very like live, love, stress, love. Like,
Sis,
panic.
tell me about it. Just now when you said 9 to 5, yeah, I talked to my mom about this the other day. I was like, if it was a fucking 9 to 5, it would be a breeze.
If
It
it
would
was
be
a 9 to
so
5.
easy. Could you imagine doing a 9 to 5? Straight chilling. Are you joking?
Honestly, do you know what? Like, also this week. So, anyways, the date was fine. I'll see him again. We just went for like one drink, so it was like a quick thing, like a
lovely, yeah.
2-hour situation. Got home, was home on time. Blah blah.
Very
Anyways,
nice.
I've like been put on so many projects at work here where I'm like this. And I went to this networking event this week, which, by the way, guys, there's loads of members clubs out there that we don't
Mhm.
know about. Like, obviously, everyone's heard of Soho House, but that's
Yeah.
like for creatives, and like there's loads of members clubs for corporates. Like, there's this club called the Ned, which is
Oh, I
for
love the
like
nerd.
bankers. Yeah, yeah.
So
I
nice.
I joined this club called the Trouble Club, which is like for
Cute.
women, and there's loads of different events. So like this week's event was how to network. There's like an event next week which is with the CEO of the Malala Fund, which is all about like
Wow.
that fund and what they're doing for women and stuff. Like there's loads of different ones. Um and in this one, like I went and spoke to one of the speakers, and I was like, because basically she was saying, um someone asked the question basically that was saying, oh, like I have imposter syndrome, like how do you deal with that? And she was saying, I don't believe in imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is like get rid of that. Basically
Mhm.
what you're experiencing is, I have lots of experience, but and so I know I'm confident enough to belong here, but I have the humility to know that I still have lots to learn, and that's all it
Mhm.
is. It's not that you don't belong there. It's just you're in a space where you're about to learn a lot, so it feels uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean you don't belong there. And I was like, I
Love
love that.
that.
Yeah, I was like, no, this is fantastic, because I feel like we experience this, and it's like, no, we're just learning. And then she was saying that I was like, I'm really being put outside of my comfort zone at work, which is good because it means that I'm growing, but
Mhm.
it's making me like doubt myself, and like I feel under pressure and stuff. And she was like, it's okay to be in a zone of uncomfortability, but you need
Yeah.
to check, are you outside of your comfort zone, or are you in a zone of pain where you're like really being too stretched and like wearing yourself thin? And I was like, no, I'm actually just outside of my comfort zone. So that like really relaxed me, because I was really like panicking this week about all these projects that I'm on, but I'm now like, it's okay for now. We can breathe.
Yes. No, it's crazy because even I think it always helps looking back. I know they say don't look back, but it always helps looking back and seeing how far you've come. And there were times where like the stuff that I'm doing now that I find easy would have made me stressed.
It's
Whereas now
true.
when I get one of those projects, I'm like, oh, breeze.
Yeah.
So we're definitely moving in the right place. And I just love that woman's outlook. I'm gonna take that
No,
outlook.
it was really nice. So yeah, that was my week. But we did actually get sent a sort of, in this week's episode of Being a Dumb Bitch, which we kind of neglected these past few episodes, guys. Sorry, we'll bring it
Yeah,
back.
we've been slacking. Well, you guys bring it back. Send them to us. I have loads of mistakes I can talk about, but we want to hear yours.
So this person said, for context, I was having a really shitty day last week, Monday. Like everything was going wrong, and this is just one of many things that went wrong that day. So I got into work super early. I headed into the work kitchen to put my lunch into the fridge. All of a sudden, my glass water bottle starts to fall so quickly, so I tried to save it from falling slash breaking. In the process of trying to do this, my lunchbox falls, which is also made of glass.
Kill me now.
So both my water bottle and lunchbox break and shatter in the kitchen. So now I'm left with my
Wow.
lunch, glass, and water all over the kitchen floor, which, by the way, I was looking forward to that particular lunch as well. You know, then once sometimes you have like a good man lunch. It's rare, but sometimes you do.
Yeah.
It's all over the kitchen floor. I tried to clean it up as much as I could and dispose of everything into the black bin, but the kitchen was just so flooded and there wasn't any mops, so I had to go and find the cleaner. I felt terrible for adding extra work onto her
Oh,
task.
bless.
She was lovely and said she'd sort it out for me. Apparently, broken glass can't go in the black bin, so she had to go through the bin to take out the glass that I'd put in.
Oh,
I felt so guilty, like the whole day I couldn't get over it.
no.
So that
Oh,
evening, I went and got chocolates as a thank you to her. When I
that's
gave her the
so
chocolates,
lovely.
so
That's
thoughtful.
really nice.
When I gave her the chocolates the next day, she was so thankful and said no one's ever gifted her anything as a cleaner, which broke my heart even more.
Oh, that is like the nicest dumb bitch we've ever had. How lovely is that?
That is, yeah.
Like, it's awful that your week started like that. Even a Monday morning, you just don't need that.
No,
You just
glass
don't.
breaking from your bottle and your lunch, because now you've had to outsource lunch elsewhere, so you can't even eat the lunch you were planning. You don't have your water bottle, which now I've got a headache.
Nightmare. And you were only trying to limit your microplastics by using glass. Like,
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
I love that though. That's such a nice dumb bitch. Oh,
It is. But the person who sent this was saying when we were talking about people talking down to you because of your job, and it
yeah.
was like that cleaner's never like been appreciated. So like let's appreciate the staff that work around us as well. Even like the admin people in your or the assistants or whatever in your job, like everyone plays their part.
Oh, 100%. That's lovely. Oh, what a nice way to start the pod.
I know.
On a not so nice note, this week's episode, we're going to focus on like managers, shitty employees. Because someone's in a dilemma and it just felt really relevant. I feel like a lot of people go through this. So they said, girls, some advice, please. I pride myself on being a very hard worker, and since the start of my career, this is a quality everyone I have worked with has admired. We love a hard worker. Here for it.
We do.
However, I feel like people take my work ethic for granted. Because I work hard, I am often trusted with very large and time-consuming projects. I'm rarely take an evening off work. This is fine so long as I am rewarded, but I haven't been. I've been in my current team going on 3 years now. I haven't had a pay rise. A pay rise in 3 years. I haven't had a pay rise. That's wild. Due to market conditions, and my pay packet, including bonus, is laughable. I'm also extremely frustrated because my manager will take the more social colleagues who have big personality. I am dead. Who have big personalities but very little brains to all the client events. Meanwhile, I'm in the office carrying the team. It's also important to note that every penny spent networking, in like little quotations, is taken straight off our profit and hence is reflected in our bonuses. So basically, by them going out, they're eating away at my bonus. What do I do about this? Would you broach the topic with your manager? And if so, how? I love my current company, despite the pay and a lack of confidence. Oh, and I lack a lot of confidence. So the thought of applying to new jobs is extremely daunting. Would love your advice. Thanks, girls.
Well, let me tell you something. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you stay in this situation, like nothing is going to change. Companies should give you promotion in line with inflation, which there has been in the last 3 years. So you should have got something at least. If they haven't, then you need to have a word with your manager like, look, but come at it from an angle of, I'm really motivated. I want to do a lot, but I can't stay in a place which, like, you need to lay it out as this isn't suitable for me. Like, and I will have to start looking elsewhere if there's no progression here. And I think frame it that way. Don't come at them saying like, I haven't got a promotion because you men are going to social events all the time. But like, just say it like from a personal development perspective. This isn't working for me. Is there anything you can do? And if not, that confidence, you're gonna have to find it from somewhere, because if nothing changes, nothing changes, and you'll just stay in this situation. And in 3 years' time, you'll still be complaining about the salary that you're on.
Beautifully put. I literally have very limited to add to that. Yeah. I just think you need to, in all fairness, I actually just think you need to leave. Like, find the confidence, because sometimes the grass is greener and you'll be really surprised with what you find.
Yeah, man.
If they've not given you a pay rise, surely your company has a high turnover anyway, if no one's getting pay rises. And if that's the kind of way they treat their employees, that's not where you want to be. And honestly, a lot of companies have a bigger budget for external hires than they do for career progression and promotions. So you'll never be equally as valued staying at a company long term. And the longer you stay there, the more your confidence is going to dwindle. You're not going to build confidence by being in the same role, in the same job, and in the same comfort zone. Like,
Exactly.
you're only going to build confidence by moving and pushing yourself. So working hard is one thing, but actually trying new things is a complete other. and it's horrible, but you really do obviously try Maggie's route first, but your manager doesn't really have much say over pay rises and stuff like that. Like, they're just another number in a bigger company, or a small company, like wherever you work. So I think you need to start looking for new jobs. Sorry.
Completely agree.
Yeah. But you did inspire us. And after my mishap with my intern this year, we thought we'd ask people experiences of like shitty companies, shitty managers, shitty employees. Like, give us all the goss. How bad if you're out there?
Tea.
Yeah. Tell us how bad it is so we know how good we've got it. For now, guys, I suffered for too long. I deserve to be happy. Honestly. Like, not like not rubbing it in, but yeah, things are good. Mine is me too working hard. Don't worry, girl, I'm with you. Okay, so we said, do you aspire to be a manager or a leader? Yeah, this also came from a place of like, since me moving teams, I can work from home a lot. Like, a lot. I work from home 3 days a week. I'm in the office too, which is a massive difference to me being in the office 5 days a week in my old team. And also, like, there'll be days where I barely talk to anyone. I'm just head down, straight grind. I know what I'm doing, just working on my own thing. And it made me deep. Like, there are people in my firm who are partners and are very much lone wolves. Because they're good at that. Like, they bill huge. And to be fair, my sister's exactly the same. One of my sisters. Like, they bill like mad. They bill more than anyone else. They don't manage as much. Like, they'll help people out here and there, but they don't have like people assigned to them that they're responsible for. And I was just, I can slightly see that for myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think people said? Do you think people want to be managers, or do you think people don't?
I feel like people want to work for themselves, but they don't necessarily want to manage other people in like an existing structure. So I think people don't want a manager, but that doesn't necessarily mean they want to manage. I think they want to be like entrepreneurs and like work for themselves, as opposed to in a current corporate structure become a manager. So I would say no.
Yeah, I hear that. I know the answer, and I hadn't actually thought about it, but now I'm like, yeah, I hear that.
Am I wrong?
People said, yeah, you are wrong, but only by a tiny bit. 58% said yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe we've got a lot of corporate babes listening to this podcast. And 42% said absolutely not, which I hear it.
I hear it.
The dream is to be a manager, get the pay packet of a manager, and have employees who manage themselves, aka me. Sometimes I feel like I manage my manager. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Sorry, it's the weekend, so I'm in a good mood. I've got big head syndrome today. Catch me on a Monday, yeah, and the mood is not the same. The vibes are not the same. I'm not backing myself the way I'm backing myself today. Okay, so people sent in loads of stories. Do you want to hit us off?
Yes, okay. So someone said, I work in retail, and often as my shift is ending, my manager will call me back and ask me to do something quickly. This tends to lead me to work 5 to 10 minutes overtime at least twice a week, which adds up, as you can imagine, over the course of the year. This is technically fine because we clock in and out, so should technically get paid overtime. But because my company is struggling at the moment, my manager goes into the system and corrects everyone's hours so we don't get paid overtime.
Are you mad? Wait. Sorry, I have a story. This resonates. Why is retail the ghetto?
That's the worst to work for.
Way back when, yeah, one of my friends from sixth form, who I met in sixth form, she recommended, I'll call her out, Equa. And for anyone listening, I know it's a queer, but she introduced herself as Equa. So she said to me, she worked at Shoe. She was like, it's great, come work there. I was like, cool, we were in sixth form. I was like, yeah, I'm going to come work there. Worst job of my life, I lasted 2 weeks. And you know I'm not a quitter.
No, you're not.
Unless it comes to golf. I lasted 2 weeks. I went there, yeah, and if the shoes weren't perfectly lined at the time that your shift ended, and we didn't clock in, clock out, so overtime was not monitored, like you were not getting paid overtime. That wasn't even a thing. If you didn't have all the shoes lined, they'll call you back and be like, wait, you need to line this shoe up. You need to do this for the other section. Sorry, it's not closed. It's not the end of the day. Someone else is coming on. Get them to do it.
Yeah, allow it.
And then when I left a dirty, like, obviously you leave your, like, right to reply kind of thing when you leave.
Yeah.
Like, you're not, it wasn't an exit interview, it was like an exit feedback form. And so I filled it out. And I was like, this, ridiculous, worst place I've ever worked. And I'd done two retail jobs. Like, I had another retail job at the same time. And I didn't realise it didn't get sent to the higher-ups at the company. It got sent to the bloody managers that I was complaining about.
Oh, no. Well,
And
they
it
should
obviously,
know.
yeah, it obviously got back to Equa because she recommended me for the job.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Side note, but fuck retail, man, and fuck your manager. That's so
Retail's the
rude.
worst. I worked in Sports Direct. It's the worst job of my life, but it is what it is.
Tell your manager you're not working overtime anymore if they're going to take it off. Rude. Someone else said, manager told me to come into work when I was ill because there was too much work that needed to be done.
Bruv.
Can't you work
Sick
from home?
days are sick days.
And that. Look at me. See, work ethic. Work ethic is working too hard. I'm like, can't you work from home? Maggie's like, no, it's a sick day.
It's a sick day, bruv. Like, you're sick. You need to stay at home. Don't tell me to come in and work. Don't tell me to work, period.
Mate. Yeah, just can't with it. What else have we got?
Okay, another one that we have. Our team complained to the manager that something wasn't working, and she was adamant to carry on doing it that way and completely ignored us. It led to a failure.
Typical.
Bruv, I'm sorry. Listen to feedback. Like, if your whole team is telling you something is not working, it ain't working, babe. Listen
It's
to
giving
feedback.
dictator, not manager.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Don't be a leader. No, don't be a manager if you don't want to manage and you just want to sit there and do your own thing. Rude. Someone else said, I am a teacher and my manager / year group lead told me to apply to lead a subject for career progression. I did so for a subject I'm passionate about, only to be told they were so surprised by how well I interviewed and my ideas, but I had already promised the job to someone else. She literally wasted my time and set me up for failure.
No.
Why?
Because the prep that goes into that as well. You just don't respect me.
No, that's honestly, the prep for an interview is long. And like, why did she make you go for it if she knew she wasn't going to give it to you? And she was already doubting you. I hate it when people doubt you, yeah. And they just, like, people should believe in you and always want you to do better. If you're out there doing well, pushing yourself, even if you're not amazing, like, your manager needs to have faith in you. Otherwise, it's just not going to work. Like, you're never going to get to where you want to get to in a company if your manager's not supporting you.
You need your manager to be your biggest cheerleader, 100%.
100%.
Which is why I think not everyone should be a manager, because being a manager is not just making decisions. Like, yes, that's a big part of it. But I think the biggest part of it is your people skills and like how you prioritize. I think managers should think they work for their employees, not the other way around. Like, you're like, how can I help this person be better so that as a team we get a better output? Come on.
Yes, spitting straight facts.
Come on.
Girl.
Okay. Next one. Started a new job. My manager didn't even bother to come in to meet me on the first day or call me. In my second week, she said, oh, do you want to tag along to these interviews with me for a new trainee in our team? The woman didn't show, so I had to lead the interview. Not a great first impression, to say the least. Who is this woman?
I was going to say, yeah, I'm walking straight back out that door, but best believe I'm not. Like, a girl needs a job.
I'm not walking out the door.
I'm not walking out the door. I opened my mouth to start, yeah, and then I stopped. I was like, Ellie, please, you're not. The disrespect, though, come on, man. That's exactly what you were just talking about. In terms of, like, a manager should be there to tell you what to do better, not absent. What's the point of having an absent manager? You may as well manage yourself.
They need to nurture you. Like, come on, please.
That's wild. To be fair, guys, I feel like it's the age cohort that we have listened to our pod, because obviously me and Meggie are very young. But hardly anyone sent in bad employee stories. We had a lot of bad manager stories, but they were like just a couple. Most of them were regarding lazy ass people. But someone said, I had an employee I was managing who had zero pride, would shop on his big screens in the office, order deliveries to the office that were not work related, and even lunch sometimes because he was too lazy to go out and get it.
Sorry.
You're ordering lunch to the... Where are you working that you need to order lunch to the office? It can't be London. There's literally shops everywhere. You pop downstairs and there's shop.
No, don't, no. No, I'm professional.
Fired.
Fired.
Gone. Fired. Adios. Get out my team.
I don't like lazy people, I have to say. I don't like it.
Me either. I'm all for, don't get me wrong, guys. I have lazy days.
Yes, but overall, you're a hard worker. The thing is, I don't even need you to be a hard worker. I just need you to do your job. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't need you to do the most. I really don't. Like, I think you're an exceptional case, Ellie. I don't even need that. Like, I just need someone to do their job. Like, I don't want to chase you to do your job.
Yeah. 100%. Mate. I am exceptional. I have come to learn that and I just can't stop.
Yes, facts.
It's actually like, it's becoming a lot. My manager's like, Ellie, stop. But then he gives me work at 4:00 on Friday. All right, no, you didn't. It was 2:00, but that's basically 4:00.
You said it was 3:00 earlier ago. What was it?
It was 2:00, but I had a meeting that I was going into. So then by the time he recalled me back to discuss it, it was 3:00 by the time I was able to start.
This is the problem, and we were discussing this yesterday when this happened to you, is that once you become that person who does the most, people expect that of you, so they'll ask more work of you. But like, for us right now, it's like, well, we're in the growing and glowing stage, so it's like we'll do whatever is asked. But I have someone in my team as well who my manager literally, who does the absolute most. Like, he's insane. I don't know how he has a life outside of work, but my manager literally in our Monday meeting was like, take the day off. Like, enough. Like, to that point. Obviously, he didn't.
That's what my manager does to me. But I told you what happened on Friday, innit? Guys, I have two managers. I have, like, the guy who heads up the whole entire team, who I technically report to, but I work really closely with the guy just below him, who's, like, phenomenal. They're both, like, amazing people. I just love learning from them. And the middleman was like, Ellie, we had our client meeting at 2:00, and he was in it afterwards. We had a call just to catch up and tell each other what we need to do. And then he was like, right, I'm going to take this on this afternoon. He was like, please log off. You've done amazing. You've worked so hard. I will catch up with you next week. And then the other manager obviously had given me work. I was like, mate, I can't log off. I've got to go do this. But they do say to me all the time, they're like, oh, I'll take today off, take this. So this year we got gifted. It. No, I have. This year we got gifted 1.5 days annual leave from our firm. And I booked off a whole 2. Because I was like, I'm taking an extra half a day back minimum. And then he said I could take another couple of days here and there. So I might just take another couple extra days.
Take it.
Yeah. No, I am. I booked off. Oh, guys. Sorry, this is so irrelevant. I booked off 2 whole weeks at Christmas. I'm so excited. Because hopefully, like, I'll be in my new house. And all of my sisters, well, not all of them, 3 of my sisters are teachers. So they'll all have it off too. And then, like, me and Billy will be at home. I'll be at home with the dog, like, lighting my cinnamon candles. I'm so excited.
Oh,
and then I still have 15 days annual leave to use.
Oh my god!
On top of my 2 weeks off at Christmas. I don't know.
You better start taking some time off.
I'm hoping we get the house in like November and I can take 2 weeks off then to prepare the house.
Okay.
And then Christmas would be straight chilling. But I don't know, the house is moving really slow, so maybe not.
Everything crossed.
Yes, please. But I'm feeling, this week has been good. Like, it was good news this week. It was great. Should we do one more?
Yes. Managed a TA. What's a TA?
A teaching assistant.
Oh, a TA. Sorry, because my team is called TA team, which is technical assistant. So I forgot what.
It might be a technical assistant. I don't know. I just assume we have loads of teachers who listen to this pod.
Yeah.
No, it is a TA. It is a TA. It is a teacher. And read through.
Okay, yeah. Managed a TA who was meant to support me in 2 other classes. She was so damn lazy, she barely lifted a finger, then went off, sick with stress from work for 4 months. Whoa. Fully paid. And I can tell you, she was not stressed. Sorry, my mum says this all the time because she works in a nursery. And she's like, some people just don't pull their weight. Like, you need to play with the babies and, like, nappies and all of this. Like, I hate that.
My sisters have had really bad experiences of putting their kids in private nurseries because, like you say, they're lazy. They don't do anything. One of my sisters, she was like, there would be weeks at a time where the kids didn't even go outside.
No, that's ridiculous.
Like, you should be
taking
out,
like,
kids
daily.
Exactly, yeah. She would be like, send me pictures of her being outside today. Why hasn't she been outside? bad. And also, I've noticed, like, my sister who put her kid, well, actually, two of them did, and then one of them, the dad raised the kids at home. But the one of the ones who put their kids in a nursery, her kid is way far behind than the other kids who were raised at home.
Yeah, to be honest, my neighbors, they have a little girl as well, and they took her out of school. She's homeschooled now. But
Yeah.
this girl is so intelligent, like even like socially intelligent. Because I was always thinking like maybe socially they'll struggle, but
Yeah, I had
literally
that
she
thought as
like
well.
chats my ear off. Like she'll talk to anyone, and she's so polite and like so intelligent because her mum really nurtures her and like educates her and all of this. Like I'm sure she's going to
Oh,
do fantastic in life. Obviously, that's a hard job. Like I would not want to do that. But I
yeah,
hear it.
me
I
either.
really hear it.
If you homeschool your kids, do you get paid to do that? Because
I don't think
technically,
so.
I feel like you should, because schools get paid to look after your child.
But
So
why
if you're
would the
not
government pay
draining,
you to do something at home? Like it's your choice.
but they pay
Like
the school, so the
they've got a
school's saving
free school
money.
system for you right there, and you're choosing to take them out of it. We don't need to be funding these people doing school from home. We need to fund like the NHS starting.
Sis, she's got a hard job, and please, that NHS, don't even get me started. I'm not here for funding that shit. Cut
We
it.
will not get you started on that.
I'm gonna get our podcast cancelled. Anyways, thank you guys for listening as always. Thank you for sending in all your stories. I actually liked this episode. Sometimes a good rant is necessary.
It is.
And you just need to know that people are struggling as well. It's not just you. If you have any more things you want us to discuss, you've got any dilemmas in this week's episode of Being a Dumb Bitch, please do send them in to grownupsthepodcast@gmail.com or
DM us at Grown Ups the Podcast. Bye.
dang.